Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we have a special topic. It's been 16 years since my dad died. How am I doing? You know, at first I wasn't really sure I was going to do this video. I thought that I really didn't have anything to say, and then like this morning I just started typing out like little notes, and next thing I know I have this pretty sizable paragraph of like points I wanted to hit on. And my dad died when I was 21 years old, a week before my birthday, which is great. Don't recommend if your parents or someone you love is going to die, try to keep it away from major holidays and birthdays, because it's a pretty terrible reminder. Yeah, so he died when I was 21, then I turned 22. I'm turning 38 in a week, which is pretty nutty how quickly time passes when you are dealing with life and trauma shit. You see my arms are crossed because I feel guarded doing this type of video. And one of the reasons why I am doing this video is because it had such a great response with other people. A short that I put on really took off, and I got like I'm still relatively a small channel, but like people were pouring in. They were sending me all those like little comments about what they were going through and the pain that they're experiencing, because a lot of people constantly and consistently are losing dads or moms, parents, loved ones. That was a lot. I mean, it's a lot for anyone, but like the amount of people that commented, and I feel happy that, not that I'm happy that your parents died, that's terrible, but I'm happy that they could find this little place where they can talk to each other and send messages and that kind of stuff. And I'm gonna do better with responding, and I try to respond to the comments I get, but it's hard, because it always reminds me of that fresh pain, you know, the feelings that I had when my dad died, and I remember it so clearly. Maybe not entirely in my head, but boy, you know, right here. And I know what people are going through, and I'm sorry for not responding to everyone. Not, to be honest, a video is easy. Responding to someone who was just like, boy, I'm 12 years old and my dad died last week, what do I do? That's hard. That's really hard to respond to, and sometimes I just don't know how. I want you guys to know I have read the comments, all the comments, and man, yeah, well, that's fucking rough, isn't it? I mean, just know that if I'm giving advice to you, which is really just giving advice to me, like I wish someone said this to me when that happened to me a long time ago, I would say that it gets easier. It never goes away. You're never going to stop missing your parents if they're good parents. And like, it's a dynamic, right? If your parents are really good, you're gonna miss them because you love them, and they're gone now, and you wish they were here. You wish they were still here to give you guidance and love and support. And I tell you, I really wish I had that. The last couple of weeks have been pretty rough with home life, family stuff. And I wish my dad was here. I could have really used some of his advice. And the other end, what if your dad or your parent was a total pain, like just a terrible person? Well, then you're gonna miss the what ifs. Like, maybe we could have turned things around. Maybe they could have changed. Maybe at some point we could have had that reconciliation where we bond and really have that Hallmark movie relationship with your parents. and that's really what death is. End of life, but it's the end of possibility. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different kind of pain is what I'm saying, between losing a parent or losing someone who you really cared about, and even losing someone that you didn't like all that much. It's the possibility of it being gone that can still hurt. if there's one thing I want you guys to take away, is that your feelings on this is natural, it's valid, it's real. And you shouldn't feel bad about feeling these type of things that you're feeling, because lots of people do. I did a lot. When my dad died, I felt bad that I wasn't feeling bad for the first couple of months. First couple of days, I was really numb. And then I substituted that numbness with lots of alcohol, which you shouldn't do. Nowadays, how am I doing? Well, I wanted to get into the alcohol issue in a separate video because that's a lot. TLDR, I don't drink that much, just socially with friends. And it's not a problem for me. I have alcohol sitting right over there. I just don't run to it whenever I have an issue, which is great. I lean heavily when bad things happen on my friends, my family, people I can talk to. I set strong rules in place for myself. I don't drink alone, not ever, not even like a little nightcap. I think over the last 16 years, maybe I drank by myself a handful of times. Maybe even when I'm playing like Dungeons and Dragons with my friends on Roll20 and we're from different parts of the world and they're like having a drink or something, I sometimes do, but most of the time I don't. That's a siren. The strong boundaries in place are really for me. Like I keep that kind of I won't say habit, that kind of like, that kind of fun over there separate. 99% of the time I drink socially, and just because it's fun with your friends, family, weddings, gatherings, potlucks, that kind of stuff. I don't feel the need to do it all the time. There's other stuff I want to dive into that, but that's for a different video, like I said. But healthy stuff that I've been doing, and I touched on this in my last video, is that I write a lot. Some stuff just for me, some stuff that I put online. Funny things here and there. Plays. I wrote a couple plays really early on about my dad dying. I actually put it on in New York. I put it on in Beijing. I'm writing a few more stories. And writing is such a powerful tool, and I don't think people really do it enough. They don't know how to start. They don't know if they're doing it right or wrong. And they're afraid if it's going to be good. I understand the fear of it, but it doesn't really matter. If you're sharing it, you shouldn't care either. The level of the art is not as important as the authenticity of the art. If whatever you're making, writing, painting, poetry, songs, music, that kind of stuff, if it's honest, people will like it. And if you share it with people, like what I try to do here with these videos, other people will know that they're not alone with what they're going through. And that is the important thing. All that other stuff is secondary. Like, yeah, you want to be good at art if you want to be an artist, but art itself is not something that should be done for money or fame, fortune, that kind of stuff. Art is you feeding your soul, you know what I mean? Coming in terms with who you are and what you're going through. It allows you to process information inside your head, and it allows other people to experience the stuff that you experienced through this artistic medium, and it helps people. It helps people a lot, and I think everyone should do it, even privately, even just for you. Even if you never intend to share it with anyone in the world, which is perfectly fine, you should do some type of artistic expression. Because, man, it's so much healthier than whiskey. It's infinitely better than whiskey at 10 a.m. Done that, and you'll feel good. You'll feel real good. It's like a huge weight off your shoulders. So what are some, I guess, better aspects that has happened after my dad died? Grew closer to my mom. That's nice. Love my mom. Boy, that's a very natural thing that I don't think a lot of people talk about. When you lose one parent, boy, do you latch on to your other parent. And you gotta be careful, because, it could turn into some unhealthy habits, but I feel like I have a pretty normal relationship with my mom. I love her. We talk a lot. We actually took a trip together to Europe a year and a half ago, and it was just wild because we had no plan. We were just in Europe, and we were running around for like a month trying to not get lost, and we got robbed in France. Petty crime, nothing dangerous, but they stole our wallet like 2 weeks into the trip, and it was just insane. It was a fun time though. On the other end of unhealthy attachments, boy, was I looking for like replacement father figures after my dad died, and I did not really find too many good ones. I leaned into my uncle, who's always been there for me. I leaned into my brother-in-law, positive male figures for the most part. They're still human, and that was good, but I tried finding others in like other things, like some martial arts teachers who did not turn out to be good people. One of them did not turn out to be such a good person. If you're watching this and if you wonder if it was you, it's probably you. Not you, Michael. You're great. You're so good. You're so a great person, a great man. But yeah, so I would say be wary of that. If you're going to try to fill that void with a different kind of parental figure in your life, choose wisely. Don't do it because you need it too much. I mean, you're going to do it because you need it, but don't like do it just because, you know, you want it so badly that you're blind to the bad stuff. Because I've done that, and boy, was the recoil bad. Not good. Still dealing with that. Not fun. I tell my friends and my family I love them a lot. Funny thing happened after my dad died, who I was very close with, who I talked on the phone with every single day, maybe several times a day, and sometimes for like an hour or more at a time, just on the phone with him. We had a very close relationship, and that's the premise that I want to establish, that we were very close people. I loved him so much. We had a very positive relationship, and he was a great figure in my life. And when he died, I wondered if he loved me, which is ridiculous because he did. Like, I know that. I'm shuffling a deck because it's a nervous habit sometimes when I'm thinking about stuff. Magic the Gathering. I have another channel where I play games. I'll link it down there. I wondered if he loved me, which is ridiculous because I know he did. But there's always that suspicion, you know, that little nagging on the back of your head. Did he? How do I know? Will I ever be certain? He's gone now. I'll never be certain again. You know, those little whispers in the back of your head. And that stuff keeps you up at night. You gotta be real careful about that kind of thing. Which is, you know, it's troubling. So I've gotten into the habit of telling friends, family, almost everyone who I actually care about a lot, that I do love them. Every single time I hang up the phone, every time I say goodbye, hug, kiss on the cheek, that kind of stuff. I love them. If I say it, I love you, I do. Maybe not like, you know, not romantically, but, you know, you're important to me. Apparently a lot of people don't say that enough, which is wild. And I was always wondering, did I not say that enough back in the day? But that's a different thought. But yeah, I tell them I love them a lot. I say it to my nieces, and two of them, the two older ones are like, I love you too. The two younger ones are at that age where they're like, hey, kitties, yeah, gross, that's how you love me. Like, you're embarrassing me from my friends, uncle. But, you know, the thought, the reality is I'm not going to be around forever. Maybe one day you'll see this video and I will already be gone. And boy, where did that come from? Emotions, fuck. You know, it's just the reality of the thing. We're immortal, which is good. So you wonder, I don't want there to be any doubt when I leave that the people I care about knew that I cared about them. I want them to know. They should know. And I want to make sure that they know, so there's no doubts. So I say it all the time, as much as I can. When I see them, in the middle of conversations, when I say goodbye, texts. Because one day I won't be able to say it. And because our brains are fucked up and wired in the worst way sometimes, I don't want there to be any doubt that if you find this video, friends and family, later on, I want you to know that I do love you so much. You know? No doubts. If there is something after this, a part of me that exists, that part of me loves you. So yeah, get into that habit. It's good. It's healthy. You know, and I think it's important. They'll thank you for it. Probably. I still dream of my dad every now and then. The first few times after he died, the dream sucked. Because I would wake up and be like, oh shit, he's dead. He's not actually here. That was just a fucking dream. Why would my brain do this to me? Fuck my brain sometimes, you know? Nowadays, it's like a gift. Yeah, I get to hear his voice again. Get to hear his jokes again. God, my dad used to tell the same 5 jokes over and over again. Dad jokes. It's a thing. But yeah, it's like a little joyous moments. And when I wake up, I'm happy about it. Because it's not a painful reminder anymore. It's like a second chance. I think I actually had a dream when I told him I missed him. And he said he missed me too. And maybe that was real. Maybe that was wherever the hell he is. Hopefully not hell. Oh, maybe he's out there somewhere and laughing about it and watching me film this. And he's going, God, my son's such a fucking nerd. But no, it's... Fuck me, right? But yeah. It's never easy. And, you know, even after 16 years, I still get emotional about this sort of thing. At the end of the day, we're all just fucking human. We can only do so much. There's only so much we can take. That's what she said. But it's natural. If there's one thing you should take away from this is that this is all natural. And no matter what you feel, it's just the way it is. And don't feel bad about the bad feelings you have. Call a friend. They'll talk about it with you. Leave a comment if you want. I'll try to respond to the best of my ability. I may not always say the right thing, because God fucking Christ, sometimes I don't know what to say. There are some tragic comments in my comment section. Tragic. I thought I had it bad, but I don't envy some people, let's put it that way. But I'll try to say the best things that I can say to the best of my ability. I'm only human, so don't get mad at me, but, you know, I do what I can. Legacy, right? Like, what do you do to keep the memory of your loved ones alive? I got into photography and videography because of my dad. I tried learning like 13 languages, found out that I suck at learning languages. I know a little bit of like, well, I speak English, 我说中文一点点, that's Chinese. No hablo inglés, motherfucker. Duolingo. I'm not sure Duolingo's good for learning Spanish, even though it's like their top one. That owl scares the fuck out of me though, because I really imagine like waking up one day and the owl's there. It's like, you didn't study today. That would fucking freak me out. My dad actually spoke like 15 languages. You emulate them, not because you're jealous or anything. It's because you want to keep a little bit of them alive inside of you. It's wild, right? Like I always think, and I wonder, would I even do photography and videography if my dad didn't die? Like I legit took it up after he died. I never really touched a camera. Like I had a point and shoot, but I got my first DSLR like a year after he was gone. And it turned into this shit where I'm filming and trying to do this YouTube thing. And that's weird, isn't it? That's a thing. Talk about what ifs. What would that life be? Shit's weird. I wonder what kind of person that person would be. I know that I myself, after I've calmed down, and that took like 10 years of dealing with that. It's a journey, one step at a time. Don't feel bad that you still feel bad afterwards. You know, get professional help. It's not some guy on YouTube. Probably see some therapy. I should have seen therapy. I wish I did. I didn't. I wrote shit down. It helps a lot, but probably the journey would have been shorter if I could talk to a professional. If you get therapy, if you can afford it. What's that one that's always on, you know, like ads nowadays? BetterHelp. I've never used it, but hey, you guys want to sponsor me? Go ahead. You know, get some kind of professional help. It'll probably cut the years down at least a little bit. I don't know who that other Valentino is, but this Valentino, I feel like, has grown into a loving person. At least I hope. I don't know what my friends will say. And the pain of all that I lived through turned into something that I'm happy about. Pain turned into love. And yeah, I miss my dad a lot, all the time. And it still hurts that, you know, especially when the bad things happen, I could really use his advice. And I wish he was here, and I miss him. But I feel like it's good that it still hurts after all these years. And I know that sounds strange if you're very close to the time of whatever tragic event that you went through, but distance-wise, I can say that after 16 years, I still miss him. I still love him. That had to be true, right? Real love right there. Real connection. A real good person in my life. Cherish those memories. Love my parents. Love my dad. At the end of the day, that pain never really goes away. But it's sometimes you have to question if it should. If it's always there and it reminds me of him, then I guess it means that that relationship was really one for the ages. You know, could have been a Hollywood movie. That's pretty cool, I think. Right. What's that thing that Vision said in WandaVision?
But what is grief? If not love, persevering.
I think that's pretty good. Boy, that turned into a longer video than I thought it would be. Thank you for watching. 16 years. Let's see how I had to say in my 20th year anniversary. Hang in there. Make healthy choices. Lean on your friends and family if they're positive forces in your life. If they're absolute dickbags, call someone else. Leave a comment. I'll try my best to respond. I might be bad at it, but I'm letting you know, but I'll respond. Pick up healthy habits, exercising, writing, journaling, painting, poetry. Try your best not to eat your feelings. And even though I say that I eat my feelings all the time, but I'm trying to stop. Part of the journey. And call someone you care about today and tell them you love them. All right. I think that's all I got for today. Like and subscribe stuff if you want. Catch you guys next time. Peace out.